Heyo everybody, Haku here with this week's, well, kind of, with last week's One Piece live reaction bingo. We got chapter 1177. I'm late on this one, so sorry about that. I'm not recording this until Tuesday, the week after it came out. But usually, if you want to hit join down below to become a member, go to patreon.com/HakuofTheTubes, or a link will be in the description. Usually, these go up early for patrons and members whenever I read the scans. It's just that I am not even reading that before the official chapter comes out. And then when the official translation comes out, I post it publicly for everybody. So if you want these early, normally, then become a patron or member if you want. And if you want to play bingo while we're playing bingo or on your own, the bingo card generator is always down in the comments and description, and I update it every week for the new chapter. But for this one, I didn't really change much of anything. I didn't think there was, well, I mean, I was kind of sick, so I wasn't really overthinking it or anything, but also I don't think there's a lot, like, space-wise that would have really needed to be changed. So we'll see what we get on my bingo card, and then we'll get into reading. So I ended up with Bounty. Well, I'm getting a rough one right from the start. We are likely not getting that. Bounty reveal, silhouetted character, Carrot Andor Zunisha, Yonko flashback, food, revolutionary, Oda narrator box, Luffy meets Emu, any Straw Hat member, Vivi Wappler Morgan, Zoan transformation, free space which we can click, named attack, child, Joy Boranika mentioned, Parent Death, any of the Roger Pirates, Cross Guild, new name Devil Fruit, God's Knights, Marine, Imu-sama, Kid or Heart Pirates, or a new named character. And honestly, I think Luffy meets Emu, really strong chance of that, which will add to a lot of these other ones. I really think that we're kind of moving towards that, because the Dory and Brogy situation has been turned around, where we ended, I think, on Zoro with Dory and Brogy, and I think it was Stanson and Tyradine being like, okay, well, now we just gotta slaughter these guys to bring them back. We ended with that. It seems like Summers is at least temporarily down. We don't know what'll go on with the regeneration. Same goes with Killingham, potentially down at least for now. We don't know how regeneration will go. So really, Emu might be the only threat left at the moment, the only active one. So we might be getting into stuff with Emu, and we might be sort of winding down the action of the arc, or at least not winding it down quite yet, because we still maybe have action to go with Emu Gunko. But then once Emu Gunko is dealt with, we might be winding the action down. We actually moved, last time I read, so much quicker pacing-wise than I ever expected. We really were moving. So I guess let's see what we end up with this time around. And one last thing before I start, I want to shout out Naya Hemming's One Piece podcast. He does it every time there's a break week. I've been up there most of the ones he's done, I think. But he does it every time there's a break week on Thursdays. And it's been really, really, really fun. I thought that last week's was really good. So just wanted to shout that out. But now, let me get into actually reading this. We start out with chapter 1177, Fury. We have Robin here. I feel like the socks are really cute, the stockings. Cover request by Mrs. Fuji Fujin. Robin planting flowers in a mole-made flower bed. Alright. Cute. And then moving on to the actual chapter, Elbaf West Village. Not good. Oh, hurry. Okay, cool. The giant warrior pirates are fighting. I've got a bad feeling about this. Get inside. You mustn't look. And is this Cologne really excited to see them battling? You've got to come back to us, chiefs. Unlimited strength and bodies that regenerate. Nothing beats this invincible feeling. It's so liberating. Have a taste of our power. And they're able to break straight through Dory's shield and stab into his arm. Captain Dory! To think that the fiercely proud giant warrior pirates would succumb to this. Shame on you, you damn idiots. Okay, before we jump to the next one, we've got some things I can mark off already really quick. I don't know if we saw food yet, but we already had a narrator box telling us we were at the village. I'm assuming we saw Zoro in here, right? Well, we saw Robin. Yeah, I don't see Zoro. We saw Robin here in the cover already. So many Straw member works. Zoan transformation, not quite yet. A named attack, also not quite yet. We did see a child. So we got some of these. Yeah, I think that's good enough for the moment. Okay, continuing on. Sun Realm near the Lift Choppers group. Okay, so we'll probably get Zoan transformation pretty quickly. Stop this. We're comrades. We've fought side by side. I can't bring myself to hurt you guys. And then DDT Rhodes. I guess. Again, because this is one of the running things with the Giants, is the Giants have like wrestler-inspired names, if you haven't noticed so far. That's why I always call him Cologne, because I think he's named after the Colognes. So we have DDT Rhodes, like they all have pro wrestler themed names. You don't want to cut us down. What an excuse. Join us, Kashi. Having an invincible body is the best. You can't bring yourself to hurt us, as if you could even if you wanted. I dare you to try. Yeah, I thought they all went the other way. Kashi, if you get caught between them, you'll turn into a demon too. Again, the way that it works with just getting between them transforming you is weird. Because it's like, technically, when Zoro jumped between him, is it because he wasn't touching the ground? Because Zoro was between Dory and Brogy at one point. So the way that it spreads to you if you're physically between them is something that I don't quite get yet. Kashi, you've got to fight. It's impossible. We've been friends forever. I can't hurt him. Kashi. Hey, Gantonio. We've been buddies for a long time, and you never change. Whenever you ask for just one bite, you always go and eat half of it. Sorry, Chief. And Brogy is channeling his issues with his crewmates to be able to do this. Gungnir. Hecock Sovereignty. Gah. Gigantic Drum. Blur. Three Sword Style. Red Ogre. Mega Fury. Then, translation note, possible Zoro pun referencing an idiom about a father's anger over his kids finishing all the rice. Alright. That fatal strike was a real beauty. Don't worry about a thing, guys. This won't kill ya. Is it me, or do they seem giddy about this? And we've got Yarul. Chopper's group. Run away, Kashi. Forgive me, I can't. Scopper draws his axe. Chopper takes a rumble ball. Knock it off, you jerk, goes Monster Point. Yeah, haha, I don't feel a thing. And it seems like some sort of shadow, the demon, is being knocked out of him? Weird. He lands on his back and starts getting Domi flipped. Huh? What? He turned back to normal. How? So maybe, is it not, is Chopper unlocking Haki, or is it not Haki that is the cause that makes them flip back? Then outside the Owl Library, before we do that, we've got a few more. I've got to have some Zoan transformation. Yeah, they mentioned food, but I don't think we saw it yet. I'll need to check back for like food and flashback. I haven't paid close enough attention for those, but we've definitely got a few other things. We got Zoan transformation. We got named attack. Damn it, Vivi Wappler Morgans. Damn it. Cross Guild. We got Roger Pirates because of Scopper. And I mean, I don't think we should count apparent death now that we know killing them doesn't kill them. But if you would say that my take on that is wrong, I get it. Jobier and Nika mentioned, do I not have... I have named attack any of the Roger Pirates. I thought there was something else that I was looking for. New named character, that's what it was. Because we had character names who I definitely haven't heard before. If we've heard them, it definitely hasn't been in the main series. It's been in like SBSs or something. Or like data books. Okay, I think that's probably good for now. Outside the Owl Library. Black Ball. Yummy, we have Zeus growing. You miserable dogs. Do you know the hell that's in store for plebs like you that dare defy the gods? We see Killingham. Unhand me, fishman. You're filthy. Blah. You bark a lot for someone in your position, and they just took his head, and they're tying up his body. If we box him up, he shouldn't be able to reattach everything, right? Thanks for the help, everyone. I guess that's one way to deal with these guys, but it's hard to believe these are the kinds of knights they have protecting the Holy Land, says Sanji. Damn, Sanji shit-talking them. We've just gotten too strong for them, Sanji. Luffy's an emperor now, you feel me? That's great and all, but it pisses me off to think that such vermin were allowed to terrorize Elbaf. Underestimate us while you can, maggots. There's still one more who hasn't... there's still one more who hasn't taken any damage yet. Don't let your guards down. Zeus, fires keep breaking out all over Elbaf. Understood. For now, just keep the rain pouring. Got it. I'll give it my all. Dorga, ha ha ha. Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. Squeak, squeak. And we have the Loki, Luffy, and Ratatotsker, Ragnir group. Hey, Nami, Sanji, Frankie, Jimbei. It's huge, like a sea king. Wait, if it's with you, don't tell me that's Loki. That's a buddy of yours? No way, that's so cool, right? This guy's just too big. Are you out of your minds? And I love how he keeps bringing it up because he asked him to join the crew and everything, and they keep being like, he's just too big. And then, was that Nami yelling? You've gone and made friends with another freak. I'm glad you beat the monsters, but seriously, that thing's breath is only feeding the flames, don't you see? If you have to burn Elbaf to the ground to stop the bad guys, it defeats the whole point, so knock it off. I love this panel's so good. I feel like people are going to use this for a meme a lot. The Luffy and Ragnir panel, that's so good. You got me in trouble, Loki, and Luffy starts taking it out on him. I just want to crush all the threats to Elbaf, and he lightning breaths them. Why the hell should I give a crap about your crewmates bitching? I really, really, really like Luffy and Loki's relationship. Oh, it's just lightning. Why didn't that work? Yeah, I would have sent you flying if it did. He looks over. Center of Branch 8, Brooks Group. Usopp, please flee. Usopp's moment. He's off screen, just smoldering. I came here for my own reasons. She's dangerous. Who would run and abandon a crewmate at a time like this? Brook, true warriors do not run. Usopp, I've always dreamed of visiting this place, to come to the land I've admired. I won't disgrace myself, not here. You've been doing it a whole arc so far, buddy. Besides, I'm burning with fury right now. Brook, these guys... they're looking down on Elbaf. Their gutless plan was to sneak here and kidnap children. They didn't use their own strength at all in this invasion. They relied on those monsters, and hijacked the minds of all those proud warriors, trying to force them to slaughter each other. How dare you carry out such a cowardly and underhanded scheme, you shameless bastard! And then he gets kicked away by Imugunko. Usopp! And it seems like some sort of move was used to freeze Brook to stop him before he did anything. The warriors of Elbaf fight with their... yeah, I don't see any arrows or anything with whatever move just happened. The warriors of Elbaf fight with their own swords and shields. They put their own lives on the line. They're a nation of warriors. If you want to conquer them, do it fair and square. Fight them head on, you spineless coward. A dominant ruler never sullies their own hands. Skull bomb grass. Fire. And we have the explosion going off. Usopp and Brook down. Imugunko hurt but regenerating. Okay, like damage like from before when Usopp attacked Gunko, but just regenning. It's her. Usopp, Brook. She's the source of the haki we felt. This is such a cool panel. I got goosebumps. Just the massive Loki. And the face is so cool. Ratatotsker, Ragnir up there. I never know which to call. I guess we should still call him Ragnir. She's the source of the haki we felt down in the realm of the dead. Hey Loki, I'm really pissed now. I wasn't planning on letting these guys off the hook anyway. Nika, Needhog, submit or perish. This battle shall divide the world. Face to face at last. Okay, it's really neat how Imu is calling Loki and Luffy Nika and Nidhogg. Because like I was saying last chapter, with the description we got, or maybe the chapter before last, with the description we got of how Nika fought against the person who could transform into the dragon, and then Ratatotsker put its soul into the hammer Ragnir, it seems like Nika is the one, like the soul, the devil or whatever in Luffy's fruit, and Nidhogg is the soul or whatever within Loki's fruit. So it's like Imu is speaking, and weird that Imu is calling, because we've had so many times of Imu being like, Joy Boy, it's weird that rather than calling Luffy Joy Boy, Imu is calling Luffy Nika. So this maybe could throw some more interesting stuff into Joy Boy's story, but for me it still seems like what I get from the story so far, my theory or assumption until it's just outright stated to us, and I feel like it's like been almost outright stated to us, is Nico was the original. He had these powers for whatever reason. Like, I don't know why people had powers in the first world yet, but Nika was the original, and then Joy Boy had the Nika fruit, and now Luffy is just another person with the Nika fruit after Joy Boy. Or maybe only the second person ever. Maybe the fruit's only ever had 2 users before. Maybe Joy Boy was the first ever user of the Nika fruit and Luffy's only the second, for all that we know. But it is interesting that that's the name that Imu Gunko's using here. Sorry, I'm just going up to see if we see anything else I could put on the bingo card. Really cool stuff, though. I think the arc is going in like multiple interesting different ways. With whatever happened with Chopper, like how did Chopper affect what was going on there, and the fact that they've taken Killingham captive. There's some interesting stuff going on. Because I wonder how Chopper was able to do what he was able to do without killing them. But it's not looking so great. Silhouetted character, you could really stretch and say technically Luffy when he was hit by the lightning. Technically. But we didn't have a flashback, I don't think. Or food that I remember. But we have Yonko because Luffy is. We have Luffy meets Imu, we finally got that. I don't think apparent death should or would count or whatever. Nika was indeed mentioned, actually. Right there at the end. Imu-sama, we did get, so again, we got God's Knights, we got Killingham in there, and technically Imu Gunko. So, you know, not terrible. I could have potentially had a bingo, I just didn't get lucky with my placement. But either way, I'm going to end things here so I can just go ahead, since I'm sick anyway, end this a little bit on the shorter side. Thank you so much for being here, for watching. Again, we will talk more when we do 1178 later this week, probably only in a couple of days, honestly, when I do the scans. Assuming it's not a break week, I don't think it is. And then next time we are on a break week, again, shout out to Naya's podcast. It's been really good. Go watch those. But either way, thank you. Like if you did like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of this week's chapter, my thoughts and reactions. Subscribe for more One Piece, much more on the channel. Follow on Twitter if you want. If you want a link to the Discord server, it's free and open for anyone. If you want to help support the channel by sharing around or dropping a super thanks, it's really appreciated. If you want to help support the channel by becoming a member or patron, you get these videos whenever I read the scans, and you get your name at the end of videos, in addition to obviously just helping support the channel. So thank you so much. Thank you to members and patrons, chosen regulars Evan Hawley and Bertie Wooster, Magical Girls, DD Banna and Maru, Cheriton Student, David Langstaff, and Slayer Candidates, SG and Stan Cedar, and Pure Elements, Pat Ariel, and Elsa the Storyteller. If you want to also be a member or patron, just hit join down below or go to patreon.com/Haku of the Tubes, or a link will be in the description. Thank you so much for being here, for watching, and I'll see you all next time.